Hi guys, welcome back to days number 8, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to create testimonial sections where I'll be using the grid, and at the same time I will implement the stack and row, and also I'll be showing how to use SVG image or icon inside your WordPress website. So without further any delay, let's jump into my computer. So first of all, if you take a look at our design, as you can see, we have created a nice testimonial sections here, and you can create the same sections using the default Gutenberg block editor. And now if you understand that the design first, you have to understand. So we are going to take a cover here for this area. So first of all, we have to take a grid here for these testimonials, and after that we will gonna use a group block for each of the testimonial item, and inside there is a title, there is star ratings and text, and clients or author, or basically the clients who give you the testimonials, so you can display all of them perfectly. Now let's navigate to our WordPress dashboard. Now open or add a new page by clicking over here. I'm going to open a new tab and type here day 8. And now first of all, I'd like to take a group here because there is a background color, as you can see. And for adding a background color, as you see in my previous video where I have taken a group, and for background image you have to take cover block, and this is the standard way that you can display image and color at the same time on different scenarios. Now if I take a look at the color, let's copy the color, or you can use or click over here and grab the color, add here, and then make it full width. And inside this group I'm going to add some padding here. When I select the group, you can see right now I'm inside the styles tab, and I scroll down, add some padding, and now here I'm going to add grid, and then let's make the grid wide width, or you can make it none, because if you take a look at the design is really, it's not looking so big, but still it's 1170 pixel. So we can make it 1170 pixel as well. So as of now, I just wanted to make it wide width. Now select the manual grid column here and choose 2 columns. Now I have added 2 columns grid here. Now let's add a group inside the first column. Well, we have added a group as well. Let's open the list view item, go to the design, and now copy the text from here first. So I'm not going to add the heading and the subheading here. You can already, you should be able to do this subheading and heading as well, because I have explained that this series already. And let's create our testimonials here. Select heading and paste here, then copy all the text, hit enter and paste here as paragraph, and now copy this user name, and at the same time I'm gonna export this user image. So if I click on this image, you can see this user image is not circle, but it's still displaying circle when I see this image inside the Figma design. Now what I can do, I can simply, if I click on export, it will gonna display as the circle. Now let's export this one, and there is a star marks. So please keep in mind that by default Gutenberg doesn't have any options to add icons itself. So for adding icons, you have to download any SVG file from any third-party resource or Figma design and then use it as icon, or you can use any third-party plugin to display icons or add icons inside your editor. So now let's export this one. As of now, we are going to use icons as SVG file from our Figma. Let's choose SVG file and export the vector. Now as you can see, this file format is SVG file, and we have to use or enable the SVG upload format or features inside our WordPress. Now if I go to the editor, let's try to upload that image here. If I click upload, and choose the SVG, it will not going to work. So as you can see, sorry, you are not allowed to upload this file type. So generally you cannot upload the SVG file. You have to add a third-party plugin which is allowing you to upload any kind of SVG file inside your WordPress website. So let's navigate to the plugins and click add new to install and activate the SVG plugin. Let's type here SVG support. Click install now and click activate. So we just activate our SVG support plugin. Now if I go to our page, let's make sure the autosave is working here, and now reload here. Select the image and click upload and select the SVG file now. So it should work as expected. So as you can see, the SVG image is appearing here perfectly. So you can adjust the width, and the SVG format will not display a blurry image, or it's not going to display a low resolution image. It will always display high resolution image without cropping or without dropping its resolution. Now as you can see, if I make it bigger, it should still display sharp, and it's displaying sharp as well. Now let's drop it here, and I'm gonna press Command Shift D from my keyboard to duplicate this item. So I have duplicated this 5th times, and I'm going to make it side by side so that it display exactly similar to our Figma design. So let's make it, or select all of them by pressing Shift from my keyboard and select the row, and now reduce the gap between them. And at the same time, let's adjust this font size. So right now the font size is 24 pixel of this title, and now let's make it 24 pixel here. And this testimonial font size is 20 pixel. Let's go back and select the custom font, 20 pixel. And if I hit enter, you can see there is the person who added the testimonial here and the person name here as well. Now let's add image, media library, and we have already exported our image, this one. Select and add another item, which is the person name. And if you want, you can add another item below the name, which is designation. Let's say CEO and founder of any kind of company. So this is just for test purpose. And let's adjust the font size here. So take a look at the font size here, which is 18 pixel and bold. Let's make it 18 pixel. And at the same time, I'm going to make the appearance, which is bold. And the designation should be smaller. Let's make it 14 pixel or 16. Now let's keep the designation aside as of now. Just I'm going to make the person and the person name, which is side by side, and that's why I have selected the both of them. Like I press Shift from my keyboard as always, and now I just select two of them, and I have just clicked on row here, and now as you can see, it's displaying perfectly. Now what if I take this designation under this username? So when I take the designation under the username, as you can see, it's displaying side by side, which is not ideal. But this is the expected behavior, but I do not want to display this designation under the or below or after the username. Basically, I just wanted to display below the username. To display it below the username, I'm going to select the name and the designation at the same time and then make it stack. And now I'm going to reduce the gap between the stack here. Let's make it 5 pixel. And at the same time, little bit increase the image size and go to the row here, go to styles, and then reduce the block spacing to 10 pixel. So we have completed our design here. Now it's time to make the group more perfect. So let's add some border here and the background color. So I have selected the group here, and I can add simply background color here as well, and add some padding. Let's say 20. Okay, 30 would be perfect. And add some border radius here, 20 pixel, border 1 pixel, and the color should be a little bit deep color. So I can copy the color from here. Let's let's see the stroke color, or I can simply zoom in and select the color from here. So let's edit this stroke color here. Well, let's make it 20 or 2 pixel. And there is no border radius as of now, so I'm not going to use the border radius as of now for this video. So I think the star a little bit smaller here, but let's keep it like this way. That's perfectly fine. Let's select the group here again. I said the perfectly fine because I'm not working in a client project. It's my personal project, and that's why I'm not going to care about this perfection. But if you are working on your client projects, and if it's a real projects, you should have take care all the responsibility when you're working on a real projects. Now if you want, you can also at the same time add a space between the title, star, paragraph and row. So you can space between add some space between them, or you can just keep the star mark and the paragraph close, and the user and the username should be far away than the star mark and the paragraph. So what is the best way? In this situation, we can make both of them as stack, and at the same time select the group, and let's go to the styles, add some block spacing. And now as you can see, when I add some block spacing, it is added a space between this title and the username or the user. But I do not want to make a space between this title and this user. So in that situation, you can keep or place this inside the stack and just keep the user outside of the stack. So as you can see, under the group there are 2 stack, and the space is between the 2 stack here. If you still want, you can add some padding if you want to reduce the DOM number of DOMs. So if you are not familiar with the DOMs, I will definitely explain that well in a future video, where I'll be explaining the speed optimization and how the speed optimization works, and a good practice as well. So now we have already done our design. Let's copy and paste here. Okay, I'm sorry, just copy and add a paragraph and then paste here. And same goes here, select add paragraph, not here inside, select the grid and then plus add paragraph, and here also add a paragraph here. Okay, let's remove this unwanted paragraph here, and from here and also from here. So right now, if I select the grid here, I can go to the styles and then add some spacing to make a little bit a space between them and click publish. Now let's view the page. And as you can see, our design looks perfect, and we have successfully completed our design and converted the testimonial from Figma to Gutenberg. So that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So please like this video and subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and let's see what is waiting for our next video. Thank you so much.